Hey guys, what's up? It's Sue here and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be swatching these Etude House Dear My Matte Tinting Lip Stock. Gosh, that's a long name which makes it really hard for me to memorize. But I had received all these colors from Etude House, so I thought why not swatch them for you because they're actually really good. I really love their formula, so I really wanted to share them with you. And yeah, without further ado, let's get this video started. Alright, the first color is called 썸씽코랄핑크, and before I start, I just quickly want to say, please excuse and ignore my hair. I didn't realize how messy it was until I checked the actual footage after filming it. Seriously, what was I thinking? But anyways, so this color is a very bright coral pink, and it's one of those colors that would look amazing if you had really bright porcelain skin, just because it's such a bright color. But for me, because I have yellowish toned skin, it didn't really work. But nonetheless, it's still a very pretty color. The next shade is called About Pink, and it's really similar to 썸씽코랄핑크, which is the one I just showed, especially on camera. Like I literally had to check the footage 10 times just to make sure it was the right footage. And yes, it is, by the way. So despite how similar the shade is, it isn't as bright. It has a bit more reddish pink undertone, so it does work on my skin, which I do appreciate. But with these bright colors, I've noticed that you do kind of get that white yucky ring inside your lips. In Korean, I call it the 요플레 현상. So I wasn't too pleased about that, but it doesn't happen with the other colors, so it's fine. The third color is called Slacks-Rosy-Pink, and this one, ooh la la, this is one of my favorites. It is a muted rose color that has less of a pink tone compared to the other two colors, and it's just a really natural color, as in it's one of those colors that is perfect for every day. Almost like an MLBB color, and it almost has a slight brown undertone, so I really like this color. Lipstick numero 4 is also one of my favorites, and it is called Сел럽레드, and it's a red color with a pink undertone. And I really like this color because sometimes when I feel like when I want to put on a red lipstick, I feel like it can be a bit overwhelming to put on a lipstick that's just pure red for a daily look. But because this has a hint of pink, it makes the color a bit softer, which makes it more approachable. And just to quickly explain about the formula, oh my gosh, these lipsticks feel so soft on the lips, and even though it's called matte, it has a bit of moisture to it like a lip balm, so it's a very peculiar but a nice formula. But there is one thing to be aware, and it's that because the formula is super soft, you have to be careful or else they would get mushed on your lips and they will cake up. So make sure to apply a thin layer of these lipsticks and build on as you go on. And of course, I find that using a lipstick brush, a lip brush is the best, or just tapping it on softly and blending it out with your fingers, that works too as well. The next color is called Swevevivi드레드, which is a red with a neon pink orange undertone. So it's one of those colors that will just brighten up your complexion a bit more. Well, at least it does for me. And just to fill you guys up on the finish and the longevity of these lipsticks, the finish is semi-matte because it does feel kind of moist, like I mentioned. And these actually stain your lips a bit like lip tints and really stick on. They really adhere onto your lips once you get that nice layer on. So the longevity is pretty decent. They will stay on for a good amount of time. And honestly, I think these have one of the greatest formula when it comes to matte lipsticks. They're not too drying, but they still do a good job in really clinging onto your lips. Right up, we have the color 쇼미더레드, which is just a basic red tomato color that is a bit on the darker side. It doesn't have any neon undertone or brightness to it. Oh, by the way, guys, these lipsticks come separately with the cases, so you have to buy them separately. That's why the lipsticks you see here are like naked. Although I do actually prefer them this way because they take up less space and they're lighter and easier to carry around. So I do have the cases, which are very pretty. They're actually very pretty, but I just don't use them. So yeah, 쇼미더레드 is a very nice, just a plain color, I think. It's just one of those colors that I think most people would just like. Okay, we're almost through with these colors. Excuse me. And this one we have here is called Spotiji오렌지, and this is just a bright orange, which I personally am not the biggest fan of, pero like, you know, that's just my preference. But once again, great formula. And the brush I'm using here is the Makeup Forever brush number 216, which is originally an eyeshadow brush, but I use it to blend out my lip products. And seriously, guys, this is the best brush. You have to get them. They're so good, especially when you're applying lip products. Like, trust me, you won't regret it. So this color, once again, is an orange color, which kind of reminds me of a carrot now that I look at it. Now on to the beige brown colors. Here we have lettering brown, which is another favorite of mine. And this is a muted soft brown color. And I'm a sucker for these because I think they just give you that very sexy, sophisticated look. And this color is called Skinny Beige, which is like literally a nude shade for me. And I think this would look so sexy with a smoky eye, but it does kind of make me look like an ill zombie if I'm not too careful with it. The last color is this one called Overfit Purple. And like I said before, one of the ways I like to apply these lipsticks is just tapping it on like so and blending it out with the fingers. This just makes sure that I can really get that thin layer over my lips. And going back to the color, this is a purple pink, which actually doesn't show that well on camera, which is so weird because the rest of the colors are pretty accurate. And so like if you see this color for yourself, you will notice that the purple is much more stronger. But still, it's a very nice color. So that was it for the swatches, and my favorite colors out of all of them were these two right here. This is the RD301 Celeb and then this one is PK003 Slacks-Rosy-Pink. I really love this red. It's actually the lipstick that Crystal wore in that Habeg의 신부, and I think it's just one of those reds that you can wear anytime because it's not a full red. It's actually what I have right now. It's not a full red, so it's nothing overwhelming because it has that hint of pink. And so I think this is a great one to wear anytime, you know, regardless of the season. And then this one is the Slacks-Rosy-Pink, and I like this. It's just an MLBB color, which I think would suit pretty much anyone if you're really into these muted MLBB colors. It's great for the autumn that's coming up, and it's just right down my alley. So I really, really like this color as well. So that was it for this video. If you guys enjoyed watching it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next. Bye!